At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
We're live. Yeah. We're live, sweetheart. We're on Facebook.
Okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is us again with Life Abroad, brought to you by me, Lioness Africa, and my co-host, beautiful lady, amazing lady, Lydia Tet Olet. Hey, hiyo jina nayo ni ngumu. Yeah. As you know, those who have been following us, we've been talking about life abroad, many issues. We have tackled a lot of issues so far, and today we'll be focusing on depression. So depression is not only from like we from Kenya. Don't think that depression only happens in Kenya. It happens also when we are here abroad. Okay, and we try everywhere to tackle it. At least one of us, Kenyan here in diaspora, knows one or two person who is under depression or is tackling depression or has even died out of depression here in Europe, in abroad, in diaspora. So today we'll be focusing on that and we'll be sharing ideas. So you're welcome. Your comments always are welcomed. Speak anything you like to speak. We are here to, to discuss this. And today we have Lydia as usual, and we have Kiki. Kiki also in the UK, and yeah, she's been away from home a lot of for so many years, and she knows the struggles, she knows the ways. She's been in Germany, and now she's based in UK, and but you can call her a German. She's a German. So welcome to the show. This is your first time. Welcome to the show, and we'd like to hear from you, your experiences, and everything about depression, whatever you know about depression. Okay, right. So maybe just introduce yourself and let the people know who you are, what you're doing right now.
Right. My name is Kiki. Some know me as Liz. Some know me as Farida, because I just have so many names. I'm a German, lived in Germany for over 30 years. I'm now in London. I've been here for about 3 years. I'm a hotelier, and I'm learning how to be a motivational speaker. I would like to go back home and help the kids back at home.
Nice. That is very
nice. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show. And we were having another lady who was very, last time she commented on something about depression. We invited her, but she will maybe link with us later. She's at work right now because she lost her brother through depression. And we really wanted to know the situation. I don't know, she said maybe she will link with us later. Even another one from United States, her name is Pam. She said she will link with us later. And
Pam is actually here. Pam is here. Pam is here. Pam is here.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Dr. Pamela.
Oh, Dr. Pamela. Yes. Welcome to the show. Yes. Where is she? I cannot see her. Pam, are you there, doctor? Are you there?
Yeah, do your screen. Maybe go to the next screen. Your phone. If you're using a phone, go to the next screen.
Okay.
To the next screen.
And you see her. If you're using a phone, just slide
right,
your
I've
phone.
seen her. Hello.
Hi, doctor. She's mute.
Hi.
Pam, you've muted yourself.
You're
Dr. Pam, you're muted.
Can't hear you. You're on mute.
You're muted.
You're...
You know technology. Yesterday we tried doing dance. Yes. Now we can hear you.
How are you, Dr. Pamela?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show. You want to introduce yourself so that we can continue, Dr. Pamela?
Yes. So my name is Dr. Pamela. I live in USA. I live in a state called Michigan, USA. I'm a mother of 4, and I practice about 30 miles from my home. I practice in an urgent care, and
Yep.
I've been here for almost 20 years now. I've been in the US
Wow.
a long time.
Yeah, we are talking to the right people. We are talking to the right people. We need people with experience in diaspora so that, they can connect with the people out there so that the message can reach out there, because we're also connecting with those who have never been in diaspora, and maybe they think, like they say, the land of milk and honey. It can be also, it can, on the positive side and the negative side. We also have the negative and the positive side, right?
Yes.
So maybe we'll start the show right away. So Lydia, my co-host, let's see the causes of depression. Maybe we can point out the main causes of depression in diaspora. What can bring about depression?
Well, I know I would like Dr. Pam to start us off, because first of all, she's a doctor, and then I know she talks a lot as well about depression, because she has her show. She normally has her own show, and in her show as well, she talks a lot about depression. And the fact that she's a doctor, so she will have 100%. Her research will be 100%. For us, it will just be hearsay. But for her, you'll be 100% a genuine answer. So I really love Dr. Pam to start us off. And Dr. Pam.
Okay, Dr. Pam.
Thank you so much for having me. This is depression is one of the shows I like to talk about a lot, because it happens diaspora more than it happens back home. One of the biggest reason why people have depression is because of hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance meaning that their dopamine, epinephrine, all those things are not balanced. So it is nothing they did about it. That is one reason. The other reason is because of stress that starts as stress, goes anxiety, goes to depression. You see, it's like they're like cousins. So stress. And most of the stress for the people in diaspora, it comes with either expectation not met when they come to the USA or they go to UK. They came here, they were thinking they were gonna pick honey and manna from heaven. They come here, they don't have papers to work. They don't have things that will help them get the money they were expecting. The other thing is divorce. Divorce. Most people who come here, when they go through divorce, they don't have a good support system. Or when they have marital issues, they don't have good support system. It ends up in abuse. And sometimes because of our culture, people don't want to come up and say, hey, we are having a problem. They just want to internalize the problem, especially for us women. And then it's up to stress, violence, stress, anxiety, and all those things, they end up into divorce. So those are just the few that that are the major ones. It's either an hormonal imbalance or something that happens internally, meaning stress, which goes to anxiety and depression. And I do a lot of cases. I prescribe a lot of Prozac, a lot of Xanax, a lot of Ativan, a lot, especially now. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Dr.
Pam, let me just ask you. So when is I just wanted to ask about the hormonal imbalance. Is it inherited? Is it just something that happens? Is there something that happens to trigger that? How does that work? Or is it just something that we have and something triggers it?
Mostly it is inherited. Mostly it comes either family. You know, there are people, family of bipolars, schizophrenias, you know, a family of that. But there's nothing you did, you just inherited from your parents. That the chemicals are not balanced, you know. They have those chemicals, they are supposed to balance in your brain so that the brain can shoot and function the way it's supposed to function. But when those that is when you say somebody has depression because the chemicals are not balanced. So the medications that are given so that they can, balance the chemicals in the brain so that the person can function normal. Like for you and me who don't have depression, the serotonins, all those things, serotonins, epinephrines, as I said, they are well balanced. But when the people who have depression, it is not well balanced. So as I said, it can be genetic or it can come because of stress.
Okay, Dr. Pam, let me ask you also a question before we go further. What are the symptoms? Does it have symptoms?
Of course, it has symptoms.
What are the symptoms?
Most of the symptoms most people have is, they lose interest for the things, especially if somebody who used to be active on social media, whatever, they lose, like interest on things they used to do. They just feel sadness, like an overwhelming, all of us have sadness sometimes, but this sadness is so overwhelming that they cannot even get out of bed. So, and it brings loneliness. They feel like it is something that they can't control. The kind of loneliness they can't control. Most of them, they will tell you how they feel. They can feel it coming.
Yeah. They can feel it, but they cannot talk about it.
No, some of them, they can talk about it, especially Americans. Americans are very free. They will tell me. Like some of my patients, they'll tell you, and they would even tell you the medication, because we have a lot of medication. They will tell you the medication that works for them, and the medication that doesn't work for them, because they have tried. And unfortunately, this medication, it takes up to 6 months to really give you a good result. So,
is it curable?
It is curable for people who have it because of anxiety, stress, and other causes. So if you take away the causes, the things that are making you have depression. Let's say, for example, I am depressed because I live in an abusive relationship, okay? Because I am beaten every day, I am called I'm nothing, I am this and that. So if I move myself out of there and get therapy, I'm going to be cured.
Okay.
So have a problem. The ones who really have a problem are the ones who have hormonal imbalance.
Okay. And what is the percentage of men and women depression? Do you have more patients, women? Women or men?
Mostly it's women. Mostly it is women.
Yeah.
About 70% is women.
That's a big number. That's a big number. That's a big number.
Yeah.
That's a big number. Okay.
But also it depends on where. Which, like in the USA, women more. In Africa, I don't have the statistics. So it depends on where. Because in Africa, most people don't get as depressed, because if you have a problem, you have friends there, you have your aunties, your mom, your sisters, you can talk to, they're like therapy for you. But when you're abroad here, sometimes you find you're the only person here. Your mom is in Africa, your sister is in the UK, your aunt is in Australia. So you don't have that connection, that family connection to help you go over the depression.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So let me go over to Kiki. Kiki, do you have any experience? Maybe you have known somebody who has passed through this. What are the symptoms? Like we're talking to Dr. Pam, we see the symptoms. Even now I'm reflecting, I'm asking myself, have I passed through that? Or am I going under depression?
Ask ourselves the same question.
How is your experience, Kiki? You're on mute. Kiki, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, all right.
Okay. What I find about depression can be very, very, very funny, because some people even get depression. They will never admit they have depression. Because depression comes in different ways. There is, as the doctor says, there is the mental issue. Then there's also something that I think she didn't mention, is about also your past. The past carries a lot of depression if you don't take care.
Yeah.
Because it always comes back from what happened to you when you were a child, what teacher hated you, who told you you're not beautiful. So depression comes with so many things. So I find at least 80% of the people have gone through depression, even knowing or without knowing. For myself, I had it, and I had it for a very, very long time. And I never used to know it was depression. I used to say I'm just sad. But the thing is, that at the end of the day, you have to dig in and find out where that depression is coming from. If you don't do that, you'll never know what is disturbing you. You'll always feel empty, not loved. You'll be even hard to find friends because you feel like everybody doesn't like you, or everybody's laughing at you. So I find these are issues that sometimes you have to sit down, dig yourself, or have good friends who can really, really tell you what they're seeing about you, because you do change. But some people don't like to hear the truth. Like, I can look at you and say, okay, what's wrong with you, Lioness? You used to be happy and active, and all of a sudden now you're isolating yourself, or you used to be taking care of yourself. Now I'm looking at you and I'm asking myself, what happened? You don't take care of yourself anymore. Some of them, like, okay, let me talk about myself. How I knew that I was getting depressed is I wake up in the morning, I have no motivation at all to do nothing. And then my phone starts ringing. Friends are calling me just to find out how I'm doing, or maybe whatever. I don't want to pick up that phone because I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm like, oh, this one just wants to annoy me. This one is just laughing at me because her life is going on well.
Yeah.
So, and then I found myself not wanting to see any light. Like, I would wake up in the morning, it's still daytime, the sun is shining, but my curtains are all closed. Like, the house has to be dark.
Yeah.
And it's really, really sad. And the only way to find out about it is to kick yourself on your behind and get up and know something is not right, because you feel it. You feel it. Last week, you were busy partying, you were busy doing your thing, going to work. All of a sudden, even work is a bother. Friends are a bother. Dressing up is a bother.
And when it comes to work,
so we really, really have to like find out what depresses people. But everybody has a different issue. So find out your issue deep down inside yourself. You will know, because only you know the truth.
Yeah.
No one else knows the truth. Only you. Even if you go to a doctor, they'll ask you, what issues are you having? So why go to a doctor and tell the doctor what issues you're having if you can sit back at home and just be quiet and quiet your mind for a minute? Don't listen to those little voices talking to you, because those are the ones trying to show you you're worthless, you know? So yeah, depression is a bad yoke, but at the same time, I thank God because I bet it. I had no help, I had no medication, but I used a lot of praying. Prayer is the key to everything. If medicine, if you like, you believe in medicine. But if you don't like medicine like me, prayer is the thing.
Yeah, we know prayer. Yeah, it's true. We know prayer works wonders. You know, we are under prayer. We all know. Yeah.
That's a lot. And for me, it gave me, because when I started praying, God sort of silenced those little voices telling me, oh, you're not beautiful, you're not loved, you can't make it, oh, this one is better than you. Because with depression, you get envy as well. Anybody laughing, you're mad. Anybody in love, you don't want to hear about it. So God quiets quiets that little bad voice behind you, and then he starts now showing you what to do and giving you the strength to get up and open those curtains, giving you the energy to start picking up that call and asking for help, calling people, you know. So God, I'm telling you, I'm in love with this guy.
Wow,
That's cool. That's cool. That's
I
cool.
could go on.
I got something from Kiki.
Lioness.
Well, yes, while she was talking, Lydia, you want to talk to me?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to tell people who are watching, because we have a lot of people watching. I just wanted to say that share with your friends so they can also benefit from this topic, because this is topic, especially in the diaspora, that a lot of people go through. And the fact that we have a doctor today in the house, the doctor is also helping us understand, because most of us, like me personally, I'll just say what I think. But for the doctor, she actually has 100% research, because that's her area of expertise. So people who are watching, please share. Call your friends, let them listen to this as well, because this is a topic that will help only one person. And if you help that one person, you've really changed a lot. And and there's somebody here as well, Lioness, who says Boniface Oburu. He said this is really a timely discussion. So he's actually enjoying the discussion. So thank you very much, Lioness,
thank you, Boniface.
Bless you.
Thank you, Boniface. So I was getting something from Kiki, like she said. I just got something, like she said, when you close doors from your friends, you don't want to hear them and everything. Lydia, from our part, maybe I notice you, I notice her, I notice Dr. Pam. Maybe she's not the same anymore. Are we able to, to go in, as friends, and try and shake up the situation and try and wake up our friends? I was asking Lydia.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
No, but I think that will work if you asked that question before. I wanted to ask Dr. Pam something, because with Dr. Pam's reply, then I can actually answer you as well. I wanted to say that, is there some depression that are self-inflicted? Because the self-inflicted one, we can easily go in and tell them, come on, get out of this, and give them tough love, and they can actually get. But if it's not self-inflicted, I think it's really hard. That one is medication only, and of course God that can treat it. So I just wanted to ask Dr. Pam, is there a depression that is self-inflicted?
Yes, there is. As Kiki has said, depression. Let me answer what she talked about. Depression can come with they call it PTSD.
PTSD
syndrome. It can come like people who used to be abused. You've had people who've been abused when they're children, by members, by even parents. So that trauma, if those issues are not solved, but the way Kiki said, prayer. Let me tell you, Lydia, how prayer works. I know you like reading. I know you like doing research. There's this one Englishman called James Allen. He talks about in his book called As a Man Thinketh.
Yes.
Whatever you put in your conscious mind
becomes,
and tell to your subconscious mind, which is lower. Your conscious mind is up, subconscious mind is lower. You tell your subconscious mind, you can actually, like a computer,
program,
download those images.
Doctor, sorry, doctor, can I just say what you're trying to say? You are the program.
And you do it constantly. Constantly. I can tell you, when I went through divorce, I always talk about it because I know I have a lot of followers. I know I have a lot of people who follow me.
Yeah.
It was a very trying moment for me because I am already a celebrity. I'm a public figure. People know me. People follow me. I had to come and do my things while I was going through divorce. But
Wow.
I had to reach a point in my life. I said, I have to take care of me first before I take care of people.
Anybody.
I went to myself, and Leader, you know that. I even talked to you. I told you,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going for a hard time right now. I'm just going to take care of myself. I repressed on myself. In my house, I had to write small post notes saying, you are
Yes.
beautiful, you are smart,
Yes.
intelligent,
You are successful.
God's child. God
Yes.
loves you. You have,
Yes.
you know, when I did all these things, and then I prayed the way Kiki said. I said, God, please give me peace of mind. I have to move on. And when I got that peace of mind, I have never moved back. So
Amen.
that is what
Amen.
people
Amen.
have to
Amen.
do. Yes.
That's
It's
nice.
all about, I think it's all in the head. I am doing, sorry to cut you short, but I'm doing a lot of video watching. And most of them are like self-discipline, motivational speakers. I'm watching them every day. And I watch plenty of them. And at the end of the day, there's always one or two things that they keep repeating in every video. It's all in your mind. If you stop procrastinating, everything will go well, because you are the builder of your day.
Yeah.
If you have a bad day, it is you who made yourself have a bad day. Because normally you cannot have a good day going just the way you want. But when the bad things start to happen in the day, it's up to you to think, am I going to go with that vibe? Or am I going to go with another vibe? So for example, I wake up in the morning and I'm happy and I'm doing my things and everything is going well and I'm talking to you guys. And then all of a sudden somebody calls me and tells me something like, or I knock myself down, or I cut myself with a knife, or I wanted to go to town and then it starts raining. Now, am I to sit down and have a bad day and say, it's raining and I was planning to go out for a picnic. Oh, now I can't go. Now I'm going down.
No.
It's up to me to say, oh, it's raining. It's a blessing. Let me sit in the house and have that picnic in my cellar. You know what I mean? Or let me sit down and do something else instead of murmuring that it's raining. So it's all up to you. You have to have a lot of positivity in you. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy.
Yeah, we need that energy. We need that energy. So Dr. Pamela, I wanted to, because we are talking about life abroad, yeah?
Yes.
So I wanted to let people understand, now we come from home, we come here, like we said, we come to look for, greater things, and maybe we get disappointed and all. How can we connect this depression with, our coming in diaspora? How do we connect it,
For me, I think from my point of view, I think that when you come to diaspora, for those of us who are coming to diaspora, the ones who are planning to come to diaspora, or the ones who are here, I think the most important thing is to have a good support system.
True.
A good support system, meaning wherever state you are, look for support from your fellow Africans, from your fellow Africans. It doesn't mean they have to be from Kenya. We are from Kenya, but they are from Nigeria, from wherever, because you will always find somebody who knows something that is going to help you. Because all of us came here, either you came with like us who are in the USA, you either came as a visitor, you came as a student, you came as a tourist, but there's always a way. The other thing is that be patient. Be very patient, because sometimes there are people, it takes people a longer time to settle down. Others, it takes them a shorter time, but be patient. Associate with the people who are positive, who are gonna take you to the next level, people who are seeing the goodness, people who are positive, who can help you. even if it means being paid under the table, even if it means you are. When I came from Africa, I didn't even think about being a doctor in USA. I had a degree in education. Okay, I was supposed to be a teacher in Africa. Okay, but I came here. I wanted to do masters in communication. Then I wanted to do masters in teaching. Then I in the beginning, my first year, I did not have good advice. Until I just went when I was working as a nursing assistant, helping in a nursing home. I met this Nigerian lady. She was a nurse there. We were talking. I am always a positive person. Talk to people, positivity, and she just told me that in this country, you start from here. This is what you have to do. You have to go to school. She told me, I know it's going to be difficult. She said, it is either you work hard now since you have come, you're younger, you work hard now and enjoy later, or you'll be working in nursing homes for the rest of your life and don't enjoy and go to school maybe later. And I took her advice. She said it's harder. You're going to do a lot of sacrifice, a lot of work, but it's going to pay at the end. And it worked. So your question is that people have to be very patient and associate with people who are going somewhere.
Okay. Then your environment, you have to build a positive environment for you to grow and maybe avoid the depression, because if you get into a lot of negativity, that's when maybe you see things are not going, and then depression comes in.
Self-discipline as well.
Also one thing before I forget, drinking. This is one thing I've seen here in diaspora, and I've seen people who have come from Kenya, professionals who have come, and when they come here, they don't get the profession they got because alcohol is cheap. They go into depression and start drinking alcohol. Over drinking. I don't mean that drinking one glass of wine is bad. What I'm saying is that they become alcoholic, and alcohol is so cheap in diaspora. It's easy for somebody to be alcoholic.
Exactly. Yeah, that one is very true. I have experiences of that. I've known Kenyans, one or two, who have gone through that, and luckily for this one, the family had to come in and they took the lady back home in Kenya. But after a long time, you come to diaspora, these are things that we see. People who are listening to us, they should understand that these are things that we see. I came here, I found the lady here already here, and I don't know what went wrong, and this lady just turned out to be a drunkard. I find out on the road, she started sleeping at the train station, whether it's cold, whether it's warm. You understand? You are the one to pass by and give her €1 or €2 because she wants to go and buy, those cheap wines and spirits or something like that. So it's very sad. These things are going. It went on for a long time. Even if you talk to her, but she had blocked. It was blocked. The depression had come in, and that was it. But luckily enough, she was taken back home in Kenya. So these things are happening. Lydia, you have not talked to us today. We need you to talk to us about something.
I was just about to say the same thing.
You know what happened? No, technology. You know what? I don't even know if you guys realize, but there's a time I totally disappeared. I was gone.
You were gone. I was like, you were coming.
So it's because of technology, this technology. Oh my God, you are not born with it. But and somebody also said Lioness, because this I always tell people that this is Lioness show. Lioness actually started this. I'm just a host, but this is actually her brain. This is her baby. She started this. But because I'm doing the Zoom and the WhatsApp and Facebook, that's why the questions are coming to my. So just somebody also said loneliness and lack of family members. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers here, but we live far away from each other. The only time we visit each other is when birthday. So lack of also having family next to you, or that the lady. In fact, this is the lady that the brother committed suicide as well, the one that just said what she commented that. And she said of family, because they're here, but they're always apart. And that brings me back to the reason why I started Friends and Kenyan Friends in the Park, and people always ask, people always think that you just wake up. No, me and Dr. Pam, because me and Dr. Pam, in fact, I've been to America to receive an award from Dr. Pam. So Dr. Pam is a very powerful woman in the US. She does a lot in Dallas. So, and we've spoken about this when when you're doing something. And when you're doing something, an event, there's always a story behind whatever you're doing. And the story behind Kenyan Friends in the Park was actually triggered or initiated by a lady who committed suicide. And she was only 28 years old. And she committed suicide because she was lonely. Loneliness is a killer. And I thought, how can someone be, at that time, I didn't fathom all this. It was really in my mind, I was so confused. I was thinking, how can you be lonely? So many people out there, but there can be so many people out there, but nobody's seeing you. You want people to see you. You can be in a room with so many people, but nobody sees you. That means you're invisible. That means you have no friends. You have no family. So this girl was lonely, a 28-year-old, very pretty, and she committed suicide. So that was the reason why I actually started that Kenyan Friends in the Park. So it has a very deep meaning to my dear to my heart. And depression, like we said, it comes in a but when it's now when it's now chemicals unbalanced, I wouldn't even know how to cope, because I have a friend of mine who suffers depression, and because I don't understand what she's going through, I'm always like, come on, snap out of it. I'm always, I'm so insensitive because I don't understand it. So I'm so insensitive towards her. And she said, Lydia, this is something I'll never pray that you have. You will never understand. And I'm like, okay, make me understand. Make me understand. How do you just go and lock yourself and say you're sad? Listen to music, get out, do this. But when I talk to people like Pam, Dr. Pam, then I realize that sometimes depression can shake, and you wouldn't know who has the one to shake and the one not to shake. So I think as humans, as well as Lioness said, as the host said, we need to be insensitive. We need to be very sensitive and know how to approach these issues. And approaching these issues, number one, to me, is by talking to people who have expertise in this area, like Dr. Pam, talking to them and asking, how can I deal with such a friend? Otherwise, we're just going to, if you see somebody who is going through depression and you think you're helping, but you're causing more harm. When you're thinking you're helping, you're causing more harm. And Pam, Lioness, our host, we also have somebody who said, most Kenyans in diaspora are not helpful at all.
Thank you.
When I came here, let me finish reading what she said. She said, most Kenyans in diaspora are not helpful at all. When I came here, I met a Kenyan woman and she was a nurse. I asked her, how do I get into nursing? Her response left me speechless. She told me that it's very difficult to become one. I prayed that day, and the next week I went to university and asked by myself, guess what? I became a nurse, and now I'm her charge. She's in charge of her.
Amen.
Amen to that. Amen. No, that is very true. That comment is very, very true. We Kenyans, we lack supporting each other. That's very, it's like our culture. Tuna ugonjwa fulani. We are sick about this thing,
Yeah.
And that is not good, because sometimes that's when we see people suffering, going through maybe depression. Okay, we don't know. Today we are learning about the symptoms. If there are symptoms, now we're listening. Yeah. But we start laughing. We even maybe call their people at home, Maybe I know Lydia's mom, or I know Dr. Pamela's sister. I call them and say, hey, your sister here is not good. She's doing things which are not, Rebecca, her life is not, that is not good. We should learn these things. We're listening today. We should learn, and we should know how to help each other. We should know
Can
how
I
to
say
help
something about Lydia's comment?
We should know how to help each other, because how can we move on? How can we be one? How can we make it in life if we don't help each other? Yeah, these are the things we should look into. That is a very good comment. Angalia sasa, you see how God does things? You deny somebody an opportunity, not information, and then things go around and she becomes somebody higher than you.
By the way, Lydia, you are very right about being lonely, even if you're like, for myself now, let me speak for myself. I'm here 3 years. I've been asking myself, where do I find Kenyans? I know they're all over, but not where I am. So I heard about the Kenyan in the park. I wanted to go to that Kenyan in the park. I was dreading to go there because I didn't know anyone. So I ended up not going. I was even telling Lioness, there's something going about Kenyans, but I don't even know where it is. The reason
It was that time I wanted to come too, and she was telling me, just come, I will host you so that we got together, you know, and party.
Together, because I was thinking, if I go with somebody who knows the place, then I will meet the people. But then I never got to go, so I never got to meet anyone. So when you talk about you can be in an area where Kenyans are or Africans are and you're lonely, it is so possible because myself, I'm a living proof. I do get very, very, very lonely. But I utilize my loneliness by trying to do things like sports and just making myself busy and going online and just creating my own world. But at the same time, I do know that I'm missing something because there is nothing kama kuchapa story na mtu wa home. Bring me anybody, we'll talk. But I feel comfortable talking to a Kenyan. Simple reason, I don't have to be an actor. I don't have to be somebody I'm not. The language, I don't have to twang. Ukiongea tunaongea Kiswahili, nakwambia vile mimi na feel. Na wewe unaniambia vile una feel. Unaona? Na naweza kujiexpress better with few words than when I express myself in English. In English, I'll be there looking for vocabularies, Kiswahili na kushow tu, aniaje Lydia, Mrs. Kipoa. Those are the few words. And you'll feel in for yourself. You look at me and you'll know, are you poor financially? Are you poor home? Has he an amchapa? Ama ni nini? You know what I mean? So being lonely in this as a diaspora, that is something that if you don't go through, you are blessed. Let me not just tell you, you are blessed. If you don't go through loneliness, you are blessed.
No, it's exactly. Loneliness is a big issue in diaspora. It's a very big issue in diaspora.
People, sorry to say that, but people, as Dr. Pam said, try and get out and meet Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians. Dr. Pam, you're very right. But what for some people, it doesn't work. Kwa sababu, me, I'll go and meet a Nigerian person. When I meet a Nigerian person, me namtolea roho yangu. Unaona? But the person is coming from a different area. It doesn't get me at all. You understand? And then I start feeling, why am I telling somebody from far away who cannot really get that picture? Because if I tell you a picture of what I'm going through and you're from my country, you'll get the picture direct because you'll just see it coming on your face. Now, when I explain to somebody else who doesn't even know Nairobi, how it looks like, you know, and I'm there telling you, oh, sistangu Nairobi amenifanya hivi. You're sitting there wondering, what is Nairobi? So,
okay, let me get back to you. I want to get back to doctor. Let's use doctor today, Dr. Pamela. The most also
so love
today.
is important.
Very important, Kiki. You're very right. You're very right. I want to come back to you, Dr. Pamela, because we were saying about patience. We need patience. We need to get to the right people around us. Well, when we're in diaspora, you know, to maybe avoid this kind of stress and depression. Does this depression come in while maybe we are in that process of waiting for answers, for things to happen in diaspora? You're waiting maybe for your documents. Maybe you're waiting for that, I don't know, marriage certificate. Maybe you're waiting for that job. You have not job. Is this the time that we get
you know,
Dr. Pam, Lioness, before Dr. Pam answers, let me read what this guy said, and then Dr. Pam can answer both of them, because this one is also directed to Dr. Pam.
Okay.
So Dr. Pam, you answer what Lioness asked, and this one as well. So they say men hide their feelings. They want to know if you can elaborate more why. And they say men hide their feelings, but being depressed manifests itself. Then it appears in different ways or forms: backache, headaches, sleep, anger, aggressive behavior, and dangerous sports, even dangerous activities. Yeah. So why is it that men hide their feelings? They always hide, but women can come out with it. So when you're answering Lioness, you can answer that as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Pamela, you're moving, you're going, you're moving today.
Like
Oh,
this.
sorry. I am moving because let me tell you why I'm moving.
Where you
My
going?
phone, I have two phones. My other phone, I had not put the app, so I'm using my old phone. And
Okay.
it was not charged, so I went to the charger to charge it a little bit. I'm sorry. So that's why I'm moving
It's
back
okay.
and forth. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This is the way you were asking me about depression. Then I'll answer Lydia's question, Lioness.
Okay.
You asked me how that this depression, how does it come? You know, it builds up slowly. I'm going to give you an example. If somebody lives in an abusive relationship, somebody starts telling you, you know, at first, you know how abuse comes. At first, they come, they're nice to you, and then they start throwing things on you, saying, "Oh, you don't look good. You don't look this on. You don't look nice on this." And then a little bit abuse. They call you names. Today they call you one name and come apologize. Tomorrow they call you. So it is coming slowly, slowly. Okay, and then as you know, things like bipolar, schizophrenia, they can be triggered just a little. It can be triggered by something like stress.
Sorry, Dr. Pamela, before you continue, maybe these you know, these words can be maybe a little bit hard for other people to understand. Can you elaborate what they mean?
What I mean is, when we talk about mental issue diseases, we have different. We have manic depression. We have just depression. We have just anxiety. We have schizophrenia. So we have a lot of we put it under the umbrella of mental issues.
Yeah.
So what I'm just saying is that some of these mental issues, I can say, like, you have a family history of depression, but depression has not kicked in. You're doing fine, okay? But you came to diaspora, you didn't get a job, you are waiting, you don't have any money, you are homeless, maybe you are going through abuse, maybe you are going. So these are things, they're called triggers. They trigger you, they trigger that mental issue which was at the back of your brain. Now it's coming to the front of your brain because you are thinking about it the whole day. Every day you're thinking about it. Oh, I am depressed. Oh, I can't get a job. Oh, how am I gonna eat? Oh, I am a bad person. Oh, I am this. All these things, the way Kiki said, you're putting them in your brain, right?
Yeah.
So they build up, and they build up. It starts affecting your body inside. It is something you can't see. A normal person will look at me and say, "Hey, Dr. Pam, you look beautiful, you look amazing." But inside, it's eating you inside. So this depression comes inside you. You can be looking so beautiful outside. You can be smiling, but you're sad.
Yes.
So it comes slowly. And if you don't take care of it, it's like a baby. You don't take care of it, it will be growing until it becomes a full-grown person.
Yeah.
Cancer.
As for men, Lydia asked me about men. You know, our culture, men are not expressive naturally. They don't express themselves. So if they're having, as women, if I'm depressed, I'll call my girlfriend and say, "Hey, you know, this man in this house, or my children are driving me crazy." And then maybe your friend will make a joke and laugh and say, "Oh, you know, mine was driving me crazy the other day too." And then your friend will tell you, "You know, this is what I did. I took her for counseling and now she's doing very well." You see? But men, naturally, they will not say anything. So they will internalize. They will not have anything. They will not have a way of expressing it out, taking it out of their system. And then it will be eating them. That is why they say, like, suicide, men actually kill themselves they when they plan a suicide, they will kill themselves compared to women. Women usually 3 out of 3, one woman will die, but 3 men will die. When it comes to suicide, they will complete the suicide because men are not expressive.
They and actually that comment was suggesting also maybe you start having physical difficulties like being sick, like headaches.
Sickly.
Was it headaches or something? He suggested maybe we become sick.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, sorry. I have to go back again. I'm sorry. It affects your
Immune system.
your body, your immune system. Actually, when you are depressed, your immune system, that's why when you had people talk about COVID-19, they said, you know what, you have to work on your immune system. Because when you're mentally sick, it affects your immune system. Yeah, it affects your immune system.
100%.
So it affects, that's why you become sickly, because now you are sick from inside and it's expressing itself outside.
Actually, doctor, isn't that why sometimes you find people have sicknesses and they don't know where it's coming from, and yet they brought the sicknesses to themselves from what they're thinking, from what they're doing. They're killing themselves. Somebody has a heart problem or a kidney problem, or it doesn't have to be from alcohol. Sometimes just by thinking too much, you're creating ulcers, as they say. By thinking too much, you're creating too much acid in yourself as well. So you end up having diseases that you don't even know where they're coming from, and you don't have it in your generation. It's because you brought it to yourself, I believe. Is that so?
It is so, because it changes when you're depressed. It changes your chemicals in your body. So depression, when it changes your chemicals in your body, you start having, you have symptoms, but you don't know what is happening because your body is busy fighting to get well.
Yeah.
Because of the stress you have put in the body.
Yeah.
So that is why you find sometimes someone tells you she's sick, but she doesn't look sick. And you're wondering, why is she saying she's sick? She's not sick, but she's mentally sick.
Yeah, but she's fighting with medicine. But fighting that with, doctor, don't you believe that when you fight that kind of a disease with medicine, even you find the medicine won't help you, but it will cure somebody else, but it won't cure you, because the other person had a kidney failure or a liver failure because they were drinking too much. But you have a kidney problem or a liver failure, not because of drinking too much, because of yourself. So you find you're taking medicine, it's not working, but somebody else is taking medicine and they're healing.
Yeah, it actually also, yes, it is true. It also can cause cancer. That's why they say people are depressed, have anxiety, they can develop cancers, different kind of cancers in the body. It is really a matter of working with your doctor, asking your doctor, going for therapy, and seeing what works best for you. I always tell people, you can use both medicine and prayer. Sometimes you have to use medicine to stabilize yourself, then start winning yourself. If you feel that you can not use medicine, that you can give yourself a try, go do meditation. Is another good thing people do, meditation. You go do meditation because you clear your mind and start putting positive affirmations.
Yes.
Your brain.
Sometimes, doctor, we tend not to have that time, to meditate. I can say, I don't know how you do it, Dr. Pamela, because you say you have 4 children already. I don't know how you do it. I have 2, and I'm going crazy. So, we have those moments.
I do my meditation.
How do you do it?
My meditation, I do it any opportunity I get. Let's say, instead of me I used to have friends, I could talk to them on the phone, even for an hour. We talk, chit chat. Every time that I have is accounted for. And when I'm going to sleep, I can meditate. When I'm going to sleep, that's the best time for you to meditate. Because whatever you put in your brain before you sleep, that is what is going to manifest
in the morning. Yes.
That is very nice. That I like that one.
It's
It's
manifestation.
Yes, at night when you're going to sleep, you take, and actually I am doing those motivation meditation videos to help our people community. I've been doing them. I'm going to be posting them on my YouTube channel. You know, and the people are here following us. Please follow us on YouTube, our YouTube channels, Dr. Pam Obare Mogaka. Follow me on YouTube channel. You'll find some of these tips. So what I was saying is that you, as you go to sleep at night, you clear your brain. I'm telling you, me and my daughter, because my daughter sleeps with me in my room. So my daughter says, you know what, Mom, let's get that meditation. It's gonna soak us in. And it is so nice. It is so calming.
Yes.
You know, you calm yourself, you sleep, you don't think, because you clear your mind completely. And then you put things you want in your mind, things you want to manifest in the morning.
Yes.
In the morning, you are going to a meeting and you want a meeting to be successful.
Yes.
You are going to put those things in the morning, how you want, you can actually see the result of your morning before you even go to meet your client.
Thank you.
For sure.
Nice.
True.
It's
Nice.
gonna work.
Yeah, that's very nice.
You put it at night, you say, you know what? In the
Yes.
morning, I am going to sleep. My mind is going to be clear. I am a beautiful person. Whatever happened today, I have no control over it.
Yeah.
I have control of what I have now.
Tomorrow.
And what I have now is beautiful. And what I have now is something that is going to be positive. And I'm going to sleep. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. The clients are going to meet tomorrow already, as you already say positive things before you go there. And trust me, it's gonna work. It has worked for me. I will tell you that. It works.
Nice. I think we're all going to try it out. Lydia, do you have any comments for us?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to say about, in fact, about going to bed at night. I normally sleep with gospel music. And even when I'm going to the toilet at night to wee wee, I just wake up singing the song that is actually singing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking, how am I singing the same song? Because it's singing in your subconscious, is digging deep in, and you can actually, so it's what you feed yourself. And I also wanted to say something about what has been said. It is always been said that you said, when Pam said, Dr. Pam said she put some small things in her house to remind yourself how beautiful you are. There's two things. There's saying it and believing it. Because you can just say I'm beautiful. Yes, but you believe it. So you have to say these things all the time. They have to sink in your subconscious mind, because once they sink in your subconscious mind, they cannot come out. And there are things you have to remind yourself every day. Like yesterday, I did a Zoom, and I know I invited you, Lioness. I did a Zoom dance, which flopped, totally was a flop. And at the time when it was happening, I was like, oh my God, but when I finished, I said, I have no control over what happened. So, and I even wrote it on my Facebook, and I said, it was a total flop, guys, but next time again. But even someone else, you feel so disappointed because of things you cannot control. You have no control over it. So I had no control over what flopped. So why should I let that bother me? So we should come to that position of knowing that, can you change something? If you can't change it, so don't be depressed about it. If you cannot change it, you cannot change it. So there's nothing to change. And I just wanted to read two things, Lioness. And I think this should be your topic next week, Lioness. I think you should think of that. Because somebody said, sorry guys, I'm at work, but I think she loves this topic so much. She loves you, Lioness, so much that she has to hide from work and go and do a little texting us in the toilet. And she said, I keep hiding in the toilet. I heard of the event, Kenya and Friends in the Park. I saw it on Facebook. I asked the woman if a Kenyan lady, if she was going to the event, and she said no. She said she's not going to the event. And hold and behold, I met a Nigerian friend of mine who was going to the event, Kenyan Friends in the Park, and I went with her. But when I got to the event, surprisingly,
She met her there.
she was there with her family.
Yes, yes.
So I think that
Yeah.
should be your topic for next week. And that is not, I think it's beyond depression. That is maybe jealousy or people not helping themselves. So that should be your maybe topic next week. Just there you found your topic. And then somebody also wrote about depression. Somebody said, my experience of being depressed was during Christmas while I was at university. The university closed and Christmas came. I was alone and there was nowhere to go. I went online the next day, got into a flight to Kenya to escape being lonely. That was smart. That person had money. They had money to buy the flight.
Imagine if you don't have money to buy the ticket.
Bless us, Lord.
So yeah,
Wow.
so those ones, Lioness, those are the ones that I had to read for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting a very good feedback. I don't know, Lydia, what time is remaining for us?
10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. Oh, okay. That is nice. That is nice. Dr. Pamela, let's thank you again for being here. Thank you again for being here. And then maybe we will have your links on the social media so that we can share them with the people.
Yes.
Maybe reach out to somebody out there who needs help. So we have seen, depression is real. It's happening in diaspora. We know a lot of people who have gone through it. At least everybody, we know 1 or 2, 3 or 4. We know, we have read the stories. We know it's happening, and we're trying every way to reach out the message out there to tell the people that it's happening also in diaspora. It's not only, even like Dr. Pamela said, it's even more in diaspora than in our homeland. Homes where we come from, like in Kenya. And because here we find the reality hit us hard because we come and find things differently. We have talked about culture shock with Lydia always. We find the culture shock and things go, upside down for us. And that's when we find depression. But maybe sometimes we don't know if we are depressed at the same time. We think maybe we are just reacting to the moments. And maybe we are going under depression, Maybe I don't want to talk to Kiki, I don't want to talk to Lydia because, she will not tell me anything. Right? But maybe that's the time that you're undergoing depression. And maybe even it has happened to me because I've avoided maybe 1 or 2 calls, in this life here. Yeah, I have avoided, oh my God, no, not now. You understand? Maybe I've been going through it, and it's good to know because there are different kind of depression, as I've understood from Dr. Pamela. Yeah. There are different kind of depressions we go through.
Oh, sorry.
That's right, Dr. Pamela. You can hear me?
Sorry, Dr. Pam, you didn't mention about women who get children also get that postmortem depression.
Postpartum depression.
Yeah.
That's
having a baby.
That is a really bad one because
that one got me. That one got me good in 2006. That one got me good.
Because with that one, you got a baby and it comes.
That one, we forgot it. Actually, it's one of the biggest, especially here in diaspora, because people don't have support. They don't have anybody to come. You have a C-section. You have other children at home. You still have to cook for them. That's another one.
Yeah, because they end up taking your kids away, thinking that you can't take care of them, and yet you're on depression.
That one, the best way I say, we need to use the resources we have available. And that is the biggest problem we have as Kenyans. We have resources available. Even people who have cancer, who have any other conditions, there's always resources available. They will provide you with information that will help you. You'll get a counselor that will help you, because you'll get postpartum depression. It's for a short time. You'll get away from it. But you need help at that time. But we also need to teach our men to recognize those issues, those postpartum depression, so that if your wife expresses that, it is not like she doesn't want to take care of the children. it is because she's sick.
Yes.
So she needs help. And as a husband, you need to step up and help her until she feels okay.
Yeah. It happened. It got me in 2006, and I just coming from Kenya to Italy, so I did not know the language. I was left all alone. I was all alone, me with my child in the hospital, and that's where it began. I even lost milk. I could not breastfeed anymore because I didn't have anything. Yeah. But you know, I insisted. Being a lioness, I said no. Hey, I got to make this happen. Something has to happen here because I'm getting. You know, I grew very thin. I was too thin because I was not eating. I was not doing anything. You know, I was just looking at the baby, and I was crying. She's crying. I'm crying. You know, I didn't know. No, but luckily, yeah, I got my way out of that, and yeah, here I am. So Lydia, maybe we can wind up. You have something to tell us, even Kiki.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can hear. I think even us, we should be our sisters keepers. Like somebody said here, great work, girls. Motivation to those depressed. We should be our sisters keepers by checking on our friends often. A topic which everyone needs to listen to. Yeah, that somebody also mentioned that. And I just want to say, I don't know if you can hear a child crying in the background. I don't have little children, but there's this one particular girl. She knows that my door is always open. She comes, drops her child there and says she needs a break. She disappears. She doesn't pick on her phone.
That's a blessing to you, darling. It's a blessing.
She left her child.
She's throwing you blessing.
Yeah, she left her child. She'll go for 4 days, 5 days. Nobody, she will not pick up her calls. Yeah, she will not pick up her calls. She will go and then she'll come back. Yeah. So now you can hear a child crying there. She came, the boy is 2 years, left him and disappeared. So she said she's coming back on Tuesday. I said it's fine. But there's something for Dr. Pam here as well. Dr. Pam, you need to probably really contact this lady. Her name is Lady Jacqueline Alberts. She said, would Dr. Pam mind talking more about various forms of mental illness with a group of 60,000 women? Yeah, I think there's a group of 60,000 women. And
wow. That's a good one.
So you see Lioness platform is powerful.
That's a good one. Hey, I get a job, Doctor. I'm becoming
Lioness, you're a blessing, Bana. You're a blessing.
Yes.
To many.
Yeah, you owe her. You owe a trip to Italy. Everything is gone.
Exactly.
And may Most High bless
exactly. This is the purpose why we are here. That's why we came together. I talked to Lydia about it, and she said, "Hey, Lioness, let's go for this one. Okay, this is a very good topic. Life abroad. People need to know what is happening out here. You know, this is the perfect time. We are under lockdown. Some are under lockdown. Some are listening every time they're online. So it's the time maybe to talk to people to let them realize the truth about diaspora. You know, not that they see us here and think that everything is gold. Not everything that is shining is gold. We are working our way to feed families. We're working our way to take care of ourselves. We are working our way to make it happen in life. We are doing everything we can. And thank you, Dr. Pamela, to be here because I've learned a lot of things today, and I'm going to put in in practice some of the things that you advised us to do. And let's be on the lookout also, our friends. Let's see about these signs. If we see these signs, let's see how we can help them. Yeah, if not directly, maybe we can talk to a doctor. We can take them to the doctor and do something about it. Yes, Kiki, you have something to say before we close? I can see time is not on our side.
Thank you so much for having me.
Make it short this time.
Sorry?
Make it short this time.
I can't hear you.
Make it short. Make it short.
Oh, thank you for having me. And I can tell you one thing. It's all in the mind. Self-discipline. You can heal yourself.
Okay. Thank you. Always, Lydia tells us it's about the mindset. This is a very powerful thing. It's all about the mindset. Yeah, it's all about the mindset. Let's not forget about prayer, as even Dr. Pamela said, that prayer is the most important thing. Also, through going through this this issue, there's non-believers out there. We know that. We're not fighting with them. We don't want to discuss about that.
We pray for
about religion. We don't fight about religion. But those who believe in prayer, then you can pray, and prayer works wonders. I'm one of them. I believe, and prayer has really, really got me through a lot of problems throughout the years here in diaspora. So ladies, we can salute each other, we can greet each other, and we hear about Lydia. I'll talk to you. We see next week how we're going to go about it, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Pamela, I think we'll be having you back. We'll see with your schedule.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Share,
Also,
guys.
thank you. Before you leave, you didn't give me a last chance. I'm gonna say.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't get you, doctor.
Well, I wanted to say thank you, Lioness. Thank you, Kiki. Lydia,
You're
I love you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, audience, for having me. Your audience, Lydia's audience, Lioness audience, Kiki's audience, thank you for having me. Keep following us. The lady who said she has a problem, you can always inbox me. We can talk more if it is a personal. My door is always open. That's why we are out here, to help, to give you resources that are going to help you. Thank you so much, guys. I love you.
Exactly.
Mwah.
Love you back.
Thank you, Dr. Pamela.
Thank you.
Good night, girls. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Thank you.
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.